We traveled to Belgrade, Serbia for family vacation. This was the first family vacation since we moved to the UK. It was worth every single penny. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing everything with you, how we went about it, the cost, the activities, the hotel, and what you should know in case you're thinking of going to Serbia for holiday. So sit tight, relax, and let's get straight into it. Hey my lovelies, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new or coming across my face for the very first time, my name is Faith Ojone and this is your go-to channel for anything lifestyle, storytelling and information. If these are the kind of content that interests you, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Without saying so much, let's get straight into it. First thing you need to know is, as a Nigerian living in the UK, you can travel to Serbia without requiring a visa. So Serbia is in Europe. It's close to Montenegro, Albania. So they're like sort of close to each other. I think they used to be one country before they split. I don't know so much history, but if you've been to Albania, Serbia and Albania, they sort of are similar in terms of their culture, their history. So Serbia is in Europe. They don't spend euro, so they have their own currency, which is the RSD. So first thing we did was confirming that we can travel to Serbia without requiring a visa. Then we booked our flight. So my husband booked the flight. We booked directly with British Airways because other airlines like Wizz Air, Ryanair, other airlines, I think they have stopover, like layover. I think it's only British Airways that goes direct to Belgrade, Serbia, and it's like 2 hours 30 minutes. If you're traveling with other airlines, it's going to be longer because they will be stopping in other countries before going to Belgrade, Serbia. So if you just want a hassle-free trip, I'll suggest to book with British Airways. But of course, we know that British Airways are very, very expensive, but it saves you all the time and stress. And again, we were a bit worried because we're Nigerians and we don't want to be stopping in a country that would require a transit visa before you can transit from their country to where you're going to. So to avoid all those stress and hassle, we decided to use British Airways to book our flights. For our flight ticket going and coming, going to Serbia and coming back to the UK using British Airways, for the three of us, it was like £800. So that's £800 for the flight return ticket. Then when we got there, we stayed at this very, very nice hotel. I think it's Hotel Moksva. It's in the city center in Belgrade, and the hotel cost per night, we paid £140 pounds per night. Did reservation for 3 nights. My husband wanted to be sure that we would like the hotel and would wish to stay longer there before he extended the booking. So when we got there, we liked the place and he was like, okay, he's going to extend it. But because he was extending it like right there and there, it was more expensive. So I think we paid extra. So one thing you should know is, if you're booking your hotel, you're reserving it ahead, it's usually cheaper than when you book when you get there. So if you just read reviews about the hotel and be sure you want to stay there and just book for the whole night, don't book half an hour because you're going to spend more. So that was what happened to us. We spent more because we sort of extended our stay right there in the hotel, which was more. So total cost for hotel for the 5 nights was £700 plus £800 for flights. That's around 1.5. Yeah, so 1.5 for flight and accommodation, and this is a family of 3: myself, my daughter and my husband. So of course the hotel comes with breakfast, so it's breakfast inclusive and spa. So for the spa, they have, you can do like jacuzzi, they have like, is it what they call like a steaming room, and they have other stuff. So it's inclusive with the hotel. So I think we stayed in the like deluxe. It's like it was very comfortable. So it was upstairs and downstairs. So we wanted to have a little bit of privacy, so our daughter was downstairs, but again we didn't. Of course, she's always coming to mommy and daddy's bed. For their food, they have a lot of options for breakfast. So they have like fruits, they have their local food, and they have like pastries. So a lot of options for you. So if you don't like their local food, you can just go for pastries and fruits and juice and water and coffee. They have all of those inclusive. Another thing is, when you get to the airport, you can always withdraw their currency directly from their ATM. You don't need to use bureau de change, like you don't need to use all those exchanges. Just after you get your bag, you cross immigration, just use your ATM, use your British card, like your UK bank card, and withdraw their currency. It's easy like that. And I'll advise you to get a SIM card at the airport, so you have network to, you know, browse, because you need network. Okay, if you're going places, you need to use Google Map and research places and all of that. So it's important for you to get a SIM card that comes with data. So we bought their SIM card. It comes with 20 gig data for 3 days, and you can extend it later on. So I was using eSIM before. I think I downloaded this Airlo. Then eSIM is cheaper because it just pay like, I think $7 for 5 gig of data. But the eSIM wasn't working well, as in it wasn't working well at all. I had to get their SIM card. Also, it's important in terms of transportation. You want to transport, you can use their public transport, but we never use their public transport. We use taxi. The best bet is to use a pink taxi. The pink taxi is way cheaper. So when you're coming out of the airport, do not even listen to those taxi driver trying to get you to come to their car. Don't even listen to them. Just get their same park, download the pink taxi app, and you can request a ride. It's quite easy. And once your ride comes, it tells you the number of the ride, which is on top of the cab, so you can see the number. And it's very important to also pin your location to the exact place you are, because if you pin it to the wrong place, or you just choose any suggested location, the taxi might be at the wrong place. So always pin it to the exact location you are, so the taxi can easily find you. We used normal taxi. The guy sort of, I don't know what he did to the meter, but he charged us 6,000 RSD. When we were going, we paid 3,000 and something, so he charged us double. So that's why it's very important not to use, make sure you're using pink taxi. Then for activities, you can book activities. You can do the activities we did when we got there. Was we did like a boat cruise, which is for an hour boat cruise. Then we did like a bus tour for an hour as well. The open roof bus tour, the bus tour took us around the city, showing us important buildings and history, so many things, and a little bit about their history and all of that. Oxva Hotel was very close to everything, like literally every single thing. It was like 15 minutes away from the beach. We went to the beach a day before we came back to the UK. We went to the beach, and it was like 15-minute drive. The beach is so beautiful. Like, I was so angry that I didn't go to the beach with my bikini, and my daughter, of course, didn't really allow me to enjoy because she was just restless. If you really want to enjoy Belgrade, Serbia, I would just advise you to go alone. Do not even go with your kids. That is when you would enjoy every single thing. We didn't try to go for nightlife or anything in the night, because of course we have a 4-year-old with us, so we didn't experience their nightlife. But I have a feeling that it's going to be wonderful. In total, I think what we spent in total in terms of activities that we booked, food, everything should be around like £500. So plus transport and accommodation, everything was like 2,000 for a family of 3 for 5 nights, £2,000. But I didn't include shopping, okay? Yeah, we did some shopping and all of that. For all of our shopping, my daughter, myself, my husband, The total amount was around 700 pounds. Yeah, because I bought some things on Shein, it was 200 pounds. Then I bought some things from H&M and some other stuff, so it was like 500 and something pounds. So I mean, roughly 3k, you'll have the best time of your life in Belgrade, Serbia. So I'm just giving you the breakdown cost of our trip, 5 night trip, vacation, family vacation, so that you would know how to plan yourself. And trust me, if you want to go on a lower budget than we did, you can absolutely do that. You can book with Wizz Air, and or their flight was a lot cheaper, but they have it's like, I think it's like 6 to 7 hours compared to British Airways that is 2.5 hours. So another thing you need to know is Belgrade is an hour ahead of the UK. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions or you like more information, then leave a comment down below and I will answer them. Another thing is you can check out my Instagram post, because while I was there, I was creating Instagram reels, just sharing my experience. While I was there, I didn't make video like suitable for YouTube. It was mostly portraits. So follow me on Instagram at Faith Ojone, and on TikTok at Faith Ojone1. So you can find all those contents there. And on TikTok, I mostly share about lifestyle and all that stuff, DIYs, lifestyle, hair making, which are other skills that I have. So if you would like to follow me on TikTok, then it is at Faith1, so where you can see videos more about my life and DIYs. And also follow me on Instagram as well. Okay, bye.